Just completed water vole displacement at site 2 at Norwich, achieving bare earth on both sides. Combination of a 21 tonne with long reach and a 13 tonne excavator. Got the adjacent habitat upstream and a little bit downstream as well. More than 200 metres for this relatively small impact of 30 metres in length. Haven't seen any water voles pop up. A few field vole, frogs and amphibians, so taking care to stop the machines when we see those. Got some of the in-channel vegetation left on the top of bank. That'll be left for at least a day, probably over the weekend now. So that'll give it 2 or 3 days so that any wildlife from that can go back to the channel, and then that will be pulled over and stored over here. Pipes like to go in within 2 or 3 weeks, so we'll be able to throw that back in the channel. There you go, bare earth, excavated for both sides, and just windrowed to topsoil from here. That'll be used to reinstate the field margin and not to be mixed up with the agricultural stuff that's nutrient rich.